In this lesson, we are going to talk about how you solve right triangles. Now, whenever you see directions that say solve the right triangle, what that means is find all of the missing sides and all of the missing angles. So let's just remember here, these are right triangles we're working with, so we will use right triangle trig, which is SOHCAHTOA. And there are multiple ways you could do these problems. With a problem like this, the first thing that I might do is find the missing angle, because you know this is 90, this is 23. All three angles have to add up to 180 in a triangle. So 180 minus 90 minus 23 is 67. So this angle is 67. The other thing I want to talk about, and we did talk about this the other day in the video, but the angles are labeled A, B, and C. And so the way that we label the sides, if this is angle A, the side across is little a. And if this is angle B, the side across is little b. So when you look at the answer key, that's how they are labeling the sides. So now we have to find the missing sides. What we're going to do is pick a side. Let's just start with side A, and that is opposite of 23, angle 23, angle A, I should say. And we use the side that's given, the length that's given, and this is 5, and that's the hypotenuse. So we have the opposite and the hypotenuse. Opposite and hypotenuse means we're going to use sine. So we'll write an equation. The sine of 23 is equal to the opposite, A, over the hypotenuse, which is 5. And to solve that, we cross multiply. So A times 1 equals 5 times the sine of 23. So 5 sine of 23 is equal to 1.95. All right, now let's find B. Well, B, if we're using angle A, which is 23, this would be adjacent. So we're going to use the adjacent, and again, we'll use the side that was given because we know for sure that's correct. Just in case we made a little mistake over here, we wouldn't want to use that in the second part of the problem, or that would be wrong too. So the adjacent and the hypotenuse, that would be cosine. So the cosine of 23 equals the adjacent, which is B, over the hypotenuse, which is 5. And again, I'll cross multiply to solve that. B is equal to 5 times the cosine of 23. And that is 4.6. And that's what you do to solve a triangle. Now you know all the missing sides and the missing angle. So that's number 1 that's on your worksheet. We're going to skip down to let's do number 4. All right, now in this one, we have 2 side lengths. We don't have any angles. So we have a lot of options here. Let's just start out by finding the measure of angle A. So we're going to first label the triangle. So if we threw the ball straight across, this is the opposite. Over here is your hypotenuse, and this is the adjacent. And we are given the opposite and the adjacent, which is tangent. So we will write the tangent of angle A equals the opposite over the adjacent. Remember, anytime you're looking for an angle, use the inverse function. So tangent inverse of 2/3. That will give us the measure of angle A. And that is 33.7. We'll round to the 10th. 33.7 degrees. So this is 33.7. And once you find one, you just have to subtract from 90 to get the other one. And that would be 56.3. All right. So those are our angles. So the measure of angle A equals 33.7 degrees. The measure of angle B equals 56.3 degrees. And the last thing we need to do is find the third side. So this would be little c because it's across from big C. So if you wanted, you could use this angle and use cosine. You could do the cosine of 33.7 equals 3 over c. You could solve it that way. Or you could use the sine. The other thing that you could do is use the Pythagorean theorem because you know 2 out of 3 sides. So c squared equals a squared plus b squared. C squared equals 3 squared plus 2 squared, the legs. So that would be 9 plus 4, which is 13. And if we take the square root of both sides, square root of 13 is 3.6. And there you have your third length. So I have this triangle for you. I would like you for sure to do the front page. Maybe I would even say go through 14 for me. You have the key. If you feel like you need more practice, you can do more, but your assignment is to do 1 through 14 on the Solve Right Triangles sheet. And here is the key for that. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching.